In this video, we are going to look at teachable machines and we are going to create a sign language recognition projects using it. So teachable machine is a web-based tool created by Google for creating machine learning models for your site. So it's a low code, no code web-based tool. So if you click on the burger icon and click on new project, you will be redirected here where you can choose one of the projects. So right now they have image, audio and pose. So for this particular video we are going to use the image project. So click on this. This is the UI where you could import the data that you have. So there are two options they have given us. One is to create sample data, sample training data using the webcam, or if you already have some data then you can upload it. Alright, so we have class 1 and class 2. So if you have multiple classes, so for sign language recognition, let's say you want to do the American Sign Language where we have 26 alphabets, you have to add 26 classes here. Alright, then you have to train the model and then you can test the sign languages. So for this particular video, I'll be doing it for a couple of them, maybe 4, out of which there will be 2 numbers and 2 alphabets. Alright, so I have the data, so I won't be using the webcam. I'll be uploading the data. Okay, so let's upload the data now. So we can drag. So these are the training data that I have. So let's upload the alphabet C. I'll select all and I'll just drag here. So I have 1000 images that I have for the alphabet C. So we have uploaded the 1000 images for the alphabet C. Let's edit this part and say, let's say C. Go down and set this as O and upload, and the images for the alphabet O. There are 400 images for the alphabet O. So make sure whenever you're uploading your data, it is very varied and different, so the machine learning model learns in a proper way. So I have 2 more alphabet numbers now, 2 and 5. So let's add that too. So I have 192 images for the alphabet 2. So another class. A 1000 images for the alphabet 5 as well. So I've uploaded the 1000 images for the alphabet 5 as well. Alright, so now is the training of this classes or the images that we have uploaded. So if you click on train, it will start training. So in the advanced option, we have some tuning that you can do. So by default, it is 50, batch size is 16, and the learning rate is 0.001. Alright, and if you click on under the hood, it will give you analytics on what is the confusion matrix and other things, so which we will view after the training is done. So I'll keep the default values here, and I'll start training the model. So training will take some time because we have a lot, have many images. We have 2400 and around 2500 images, so that will take some time. All right, so let's see what happens when the training of the model is done. So now we are done with the training, and as you can see, it has given us some options on the right where we can toggle the input on and off, and we have the option to upload our input test input file if you have one, or you can check the how the model is trained from your webcam. All right, and these are the outputs at the bottom. So these are the classes that we mentioned here. Right. So to test our model, we are going to use the webcam and see how our model is working. So before that, let's see what we have under the hood. If I click on this, so as you can see, it will show us the accuracy per class, calculate confusion matrix, and you can have some analysis of the trained model here under the section of under the hood. All right. So let's test our model now using webcam. So as you can see, the outputs have started toggling. So let's go for the alphabet C. So if I so as you can see, the percentage for the alphabet C is around 90, 95, 90, 98 around. So we can say that it is recognizing this alphabet. Let's go for O. So now it's recognizing O as well. Let's go for 5. So it's able to understand 5 perfectly. Right. So let's say for 2. So it's difficult for, so as you can see, it's not recognizing 2 properly. So you can say this, you can conclude that when you're looking at the images, as you can see, it has cropped the images in a square form. So this is the actual image. All right. So it is not able to understand the shape or extract any features from this alphabet. That's why it was not able to recognize the 2. Along with that, we had only 192 samples for the alphabet 2, and for others we have more than 400. So it was able to detect. So this is how you can you do sign language recognition or any other image classification that you want to do. So once you're happy with your model, the next thing that you can do is export your model. So I click on this. It gives me 3 options. So one is the TensorFlow.js, and you can download your model. The next we have is TensorFlow. So if you want a Keras model which is the extension .h5, then you can download the model, or you can go for the saved model. So it says converts your model to a TensorFlow saved model. Note the conversion happens in the cloud, but your training data is not being uploaded. Only your trained model. Alright. So if I go to Keras and I download my model, so it's going to download a zip file. Inside the zip file, I'll get a text file. In the text file, it is the labels.txt file. So in that, it will be mentioned the classes. Alright. So in this case, there will be 4: C, O, 2, and 5. And there will, along with that, you will also have a H5 model. So now you can use that H5 model to for real-time image classification or recognition that you want to do. Alright. And the next that we have is the TensorFlow Lite. So if you want to integrate this with your app Android, then you can do that as well. Alright. So this is how you can do generate machine learning models without writing any code. And since this, so as you can see, the model got downloaded now. The Keras.h5 model. Alright. So in a similar way, you have the audio as well as pose. So for pose estimation, if you have data, then again you can upload the data or use the webcam. And for audio also, if you have the data, you can upload the data or you can create sample data using the mic. So this is teachable machines with which you can create your machine learning models. So that's it for this video. Then that's what I wanted to show, how we can use teachable machines. If you like our content, then please like, share and subscribe. That's it for this video. Thank you.